What's up, YouTube? Good evening. This is a late night vlog that I wanted to do. You know, I'm alone and it's kind of late night, but it was really some stuff that I wanted to get out of off my chest, some stuff that's been going on, and it's really been bothering me because this has been really crazy, you guys. If you guys aren't familiar, you know, all over the weekend, it's been news going on that a pastor at Mississippi Boulevard was murdered and his wife was injured. And it's been going all over the internet about everything that's been going on. And so, as a single woman, I wanted to kind of talk, you know, about some of these things from a single woman's perspective. I've never been married. And I know one thing that single women love to say, oh, I could have been married. Guys that wanted to marry me, this, that, and the third. That's the honest to God truth, okay? I can get married tomorrow if I wanted to, but I really, truly want to wait for God to bless me and my little girl with the right situation because I have a daughter. And I really want God to bless me and my little girl have been through so much. And I really want God to bless us with the right situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just to sound cliche. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to be self-sufficient and take care of myself and take care of us. You know what I'm saying? As a single woman in dating. Now, you know, I kept some booze around, so don't get it twisted. Just not married. But I'm going to be showing you guys some pictures and stuff of what's been going on. And it's really been bothering me. One of the things that I really wanted to ask, one of my first questions that I wanted to ask was, if you're a single lady, why settle for being a side chick? Why? Like, what would make a woman devalue herself that she would settle for being a side chick to a man that she knows has a wife, a family, children, that, you know, that she knows he has priorities, you know what I'm saying? And things that are most definitely going to come before her. You know what I mean? I got to let my prayer hand show at all times. But why would a woman allow that for herself? Like, is your self-esteem that low? Like, don't you guys know that it's somebody out here for everybody? And that God will most definitely bless you with the man that you are meant to be with if you just be patient. And, you know, honestly speaking, I've been in situations where I've had, you know, guys will lie. Guys will lie, you know. Guys will play single. You know what I'm saying? Even on my Facebook page, I've noticed, you know, there's been some guys that you would think that were single. And then out of the blue, it'll be the wife's birthday or something like that. And then they'll come out and say, oh, I want to send a happy birthday to my wife, this, that, and the other. Damn, where your wife come from, dude? I've never seen you post your wife before. So a lot of guys are out here playing single, but you got to understand that you are playing with people's lives and their feelings and their emotions, and not everyone is able to handle those things in a mature fashion. What really tripped me out, you guys, and that's something else that I was saying, do you not have faith that God will bless you with your own man? Do you not have faith about that, sisters? Do you not have faith in God that he will bless you with a person that's picked out that's perfect for you? And, you know, people make jokes about Alicia Keys, and I've seen, you know, memes and stuff like that saying that, you know, your soulmate might be in another relationship right now, so you need to go get them. That's not funny. Because, yes, you know what I'm saying, when Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz got together, he was most definitely married. You know what I'm saying? And if you noticed, she's had to carry the brunt of the negativity from their relationship. Her career most definitely has faltered, and she's been the butt of numerous jokes on social media because even to this day in 2019, you guys, it's frowned upon to be a side chick, to break up a marriage. You need to have more respect for yourself. You know what I mean? It's plenty of single guys out here. You know, they always try to say, well, it's all these men to one woman, this, that, and the third. That's not true. I I don't believe that for nothing to save my life. For one, you don't have to limit yourself to just black men. Sisters, if you out here just limiting yourself to a brother, you shorten yourself and you don't know what you're missing out on. If y'all think I'm going to Denver and doing all this traveling and doing my thing and dating and all that stuff, and if you think I'm only dating brothers, you got the game wrong. Most definitely, I would love to marry a black man if that is who God has for me. I would love to marry a black man. You know what I'm saying? Encourage him to be a king as he encourages me to be a queen. And we do the same for London and any other children that he might have and that we might have together. I most definitely believe in a strong black family. But you don't have to settle for being a side chick to another woman's man. Why would you contribute to tearing down another household? Y'all, you want to do that bad? He that cold? He that cold in the bedroom, sis, that you want to tear down everything that you want to tear. Basically, you tearing down another woman. Because he already being a sack of shiggity, you know what I'm saying? By cheating and not doing right by his wife. You know, we all being... And I'm going to tell you one thing my mother used to always tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because in my dating life, I've always been very unforgiving when it came to cheating and things like that. I've always been very unforgiving because, you know, once you break my trust, it's very hard for me to get it back. You know, I have forgiven, but sometimes when you break that trust, you guys, it's hard. It's very hard to get it back. You know what I'm saying? And so... And one thing that I do wonder, you guys, how does it feel, though? Like, how does it feel to be a side chick? You know, like they say, you know, and they make jokes about that, too. You see memes and everything that he's with his lady. Maybe on February 14th and 15th, you might get the 16th, you might get the 13th. You know what I'm saying? He might be able to shoot you a text, not a telephone call, but he might be able to shoot you a text maybe that morning or while he faking like he at work. You know what I'm saying? You might do something like that, but to me, that's really settling because I'd rather be alone than to have to settle for being second, third, or fourth place because he might, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, if he's cheating on his wife, you're not his only other woman. And so here it is on the news this weekend. A pastor at Mississippi Boulevard Church, you know, one of the most popular churches here in the city, he goes by the name of Pastor Broads Perry. He also worked at a church in Little Rock. So he lived out in Collierville, and based on the news stories and everything that's going on, he was married to a young lady, Tabitha, and I'm going to show you all pictures and stuff like that. I'm going to show you all the pictures of the people involved, you know, at the end of, you know, me doing a little dialogue about it. I'm going to show you guys their pictures and everything, and I might try to interject a few, you know what I'm saying, in there. So we got Pastor Broads Perry, okay? Pastor Broads Perry. Okay, so we got the pastor and his wife Pastor Bros and Tabitha Perry. And he's handsome, but we've all seen good looking before. And trust and believe, there's plenty of good looking, single, unmarried men out here, okay? You do not, you shouldn't be that desperate for a decent looking man that you gonna sit up there and tear down his household, be his side chick forever, and then come in and do what she did. So the side chick, her name is Dr. Take it. This young lady is a doctor, okay? Highly educated black woman. Dr. Latosha Shante Daniels. And they said that the side chick, Dr. Daniels, is the owner of a mental health facility. How ironic is that? And that's one thing they always say, you know what I'm saying? London and I, we've gone through therapy, and we still do. But one thing that they do say is that a lot of people that work in mental health, they kind of need mental health too. And I feel them on that. But this girl was a doctor and the owner of a mental health facility in Little Rock, Arkansas. So Brother Perry, Pastor Perry, he also worked at a church in Little Rock. And I dated a guy for years and years that lived in Little Rock, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys, I made plenty of trips to Little Rock, okay? So like I was telling some friends earlier, usually the drive is about 2 hours, okay? Because it's a lot of 18-wheelers. It's a lot of traffic coming across the bridge. You know what about the freeway. But on some days, it depends on what times you leave. If the highway's not really full and you kind of footing it, you might stop in Forest City for some gas or something like that. But you can get to Memphis in an hour and 45 minutes, okay? So it's not that far of a drive. Easy. An album or two, you hear back and forth. This young lady, Dr. Latosha Shante Sims, got so infuriated. They said that she had been carrying on this extramarital affair with this pastor because they went to church together at the church that he pastored at in Little Rock. It said that they had been carrying on the affair for a very long time and that he had promised that he was going to leave his wife. Ladies, why would y'all settle for that? Why? Like, don't y'all understand the game involved in that? Okay, if a dude saying, "Oh, Shanti, I'm gonna leave my wife," when? It might be years before this dude leave his wife. What? And then the thing about it, why would you want a man to leave his wife for you? Because like they say, if you the side chick, he leave his wife for you, then you got to be replaced because he got to get another side piece. So that means one of his other little whoop-de-whoops or one of the little chicks at church that want him and been flirting with him and been doing their whole little whoop-de-whoop with him. Like I told you, 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, if you his side chick, he got some other ones. So that already let you know, okay, if I knock his wife out the box, you know what I'm saying, and I move up, you know what I'm saying, and I move up on the totem pole and I become his wife or his main chick, then you best believe it's going to be another one coming right up your way. So, over this weekend, this young lady drove from Little Rock, you guys, to this man and his wife's home and shot this man 7 times. I don't know, it's going to come out as they, do their investigation and the police, go through everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? They're going to find out what prompted this girl, because something had to be completely fired up within this young lady for her to hop in her car, drive 2 hours, and then they lived in Collierville. So it ain't like I told you, the 2-hour drive, she had to drive an extra 30, 45 minutes into the city to get to his house, to get to where he was at. She knew where he lived, which was also questionable. You married, dude. Why your side chick know where you stay? Why does your side chick know where you and your wife dwell? Why does she know that? Y'all were that tight that this girl knew where you, but you never know because with advanced technology and things like that, and him being a pastor in Mississippi Boulevard, and him being a pastor at the church in Little Rock where she met him at, it's a number of ways that she, could have found out where him and his wife resided. This girl got to his house, y'all, and they said she shot this boy 7 times. The reason why the wife was shot is because she jumped in front of her cheating ass husband and called a bully for him. Sis, come on. Like I told you, I can't speak for married people because I'm a single woman. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell y'all, okay, some years ago, and I was much younger then. I was in my early 20s. And my boyfriend at the time, this is around the holidays, and so I had came home for Christmas. And I told quite a few people this story because he got kind of mad at me about this. Okay, so I came home for Christmas. He was and so we were going to get a room. I think we had gotten a room at the casino. He was going to get us a room for Christmas through New Year's. We were going to stay down there for the whole holiday season and just spend that whole week together and parlay and just live it up down at the casino. I think we stayed at the Grand at the time because, like I told you, this is some years ago. And so he said, well, babe, come up to the barbershop and get my hair cut. And so it was a lot of people at the barbershop because it's the holidays. So everybody getting their hair cut, barbershop packed. So when I walked in the barbershop, he was leaning back and he was getting his little beard trimmed and everything. So he was leaning back in a chair. And so when I walked in, it was this young lady and she was leaning down and she was all in his face and, all in his little personal. So when I walked in, he immediately looked up and he was like, hey, babe. So she knew who I was because side chicks always know who the main chick is. They always know who wife is. They always know who the girl is because guys have already let them know this. So they already know to back down when my girl come or when my wifey come. Side chicks know, let me back down. So she backed down. Her sons were there getting their hair cut and stuff. So I just sat down, as most ladies do when they men getting their hair cut, because like I told you, we had plans for the holidays. So I sat there and waited on him. And when he got through getting his hair cut, we went on outside. And like I told y'all, the barbershop was packed. And one of my cousins was there too because he was getting his hair cut. So when we went outside, you guys, the girl, I guess she could not take it. She was infuriated. This young lady pulled back up, blocked us in, jumped out the car, and started blasting off on him. So she got to talking about stuff that had went on between them. She got to disclosing sexual things about him. Take it. All these guys that was at the barbershop, they started coming out watching and looking. My cousin came because he's going to have my back just in case old girl tried anything with me. And so while she was out there going off on him and saying all these vulgar, degrading things in front of all his guy friends and all these people at the barbershop, I just stood there. Because for one, that ain't got nothing to do with me. If you carrying on some kind of relationship with this girl and you sleeping with this girl and you promising her something, although you know you're in a relationship and you got a girlfriend or you got a woman and she knows about me, but she's so fed up, hey, that's your fight, bro. I'm not finna jump in there. That's your fight, bro. What they got to do with me? I'm not finna involve myself in an extra relationship that you done started and she tired of being a side chick and wanted to let me know and humiliate you and talk smack about you and let me know what all you was doing to her sexually and this, that, and the third. You got to take that one, bro. And it was so crazy, you guys, because he got slick mad at me. Because I guess he thought I was going to be like old Sister Tabitha Perry and jump in and take a bullet for him. No, sir. No, sir. You think I'm finna get shot because my husband cheating? I understand that she loves her husband, you guys. And I understand I love my man too. But the thing about it, if you're going to involve yourself in these kind of situations, you need to be responsible for everything that happened. Because I'm sure that girl probably had been texting him like crazy. I'm sure she probably had been threatening him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he knew she was coming or not. Only God knows, because he's dead now. And I'm sure he wasn't telling the wife, man, my side chick going crazy. She getting ready to drive over here. She on her way to Memphis. We got to do something. I'm sure he wasn't disclosing that to his spouse. But the thing about it, the wife jumped in front of a bullet, you guys, to take it for her cheating ass husband. Sorry about that. You know, I do this sometimes, you guys. Sorry about that. But she jumped in front of a bullet, and that's how the wife ended up getting hurt. Because if you see it on the news, you know, they said that the wife, Tabitha, did suffer from some injuries. Crazy. Pastor Perry shot 7 times, and the wife was shot because she jumped in front of him. Wow. That is crazy. We really got to do better, men and women. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's been kind of like a deterrent for me, you know what I'm saying? As far as marriage and stuff like that, because you should get married when you're ready. And I mean, it's all human nature, you know, and I go back to Michael Jackson's song all the time. You know, it is human nature, you guys. You know, we are going to be attracted to people. We are going to see people that we are attracted to and we find beautiful and we find gorgeous, and, you know what I'm saying, we might want to lay down with and things like that. But when you make a decision to get married, you guys, you've made that decision. Why would you get married and still be shopping? And then you in so deep with this woman that you have told this lady. I don't know if he stayed married to his wife just for the sake of the church at Mississippi Boulevard, just to keep up appearances. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Maybe he really did love, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Daniels. Maybe he really did love her. Maybe he was unhappy in his marriage. No one knows the true story, because like I told you, whatever happened, he's dead now due to lies and deceit. We got to do better, you guys. This is ridiculous, you guys. This cheating and side chick thing is getting so crazy. It's already been crazy, but it's getting so ridiculous. And here it is now permeating and bringing all this toxic behavior to church homes. Because like I told you, she met him in church in Little Rock. And I'm sure she knew he was married then. The wife might have been with him then. But they might have found some kind of attraction. So he probably made it his business to be able to go to Little Rock and leave his wife at home. You know, a lot of guys always do that. You know, they make you stay at home and say, oh, you got to take care of the house. You got to take care of the kids. You got to do this. You got to do that. I'll go by myself. I'll only be gone a few days. And the whole time, he was laid over with Dr. Daniels. I wanted to speak on that, guys, because we have to do better, you guys. This is crazy. And as a woman, why not stay single? Why not stay single? The girl was a nice looking girl. You know, I'm going to show you guys some pictures of her and Pastor Perry, because they had a couple of pictures. I'm not even lying, y'all. That's how crazy it was. They even had coupled up pictures together. Do you hear me? So that most definitely was his boo in some capacity, because they both dressed up and hugged up on the pictures. You can't tell her from the wife, and that's no lie. But why not stay single? Don't you know there's plenty of single guys that's looking for a good woman? Then you a doctor, you're an educated woman, you got your own business, you got it going on. What was it in your brain with all that education and with all the success that you had? What was it in your brain that said, I want to be with Pastor Bros Perry so bad that I'm going to be his side chick? I'm going to be around. We're going to take vacations together. We're going to sneak behind his wife back. Eventually, he's going to leave his wife, and we're going to be together. What was it in her brain? Why was her self-esteem so low that that's what she chose to do? And now that girl is in jail for murder, attempted murder, because like I told you, the wife jumped in front of the bullet for her piece of shit husband. like I told you, I love my dude to death. But when that girl confronted us and got to telling me about everything that had went on between them and this, that, and the third, I didn't say a mumbling word. I was just standing there because I already knew that he was going with me regardless. You know, go on, get it off your chest, sis. Go on, cuss him out. Go on, this and that. But at the end of the day, he going home with me. None of us were married at the time. So, you know, totally different scenario. But I wouldn't let him get that embarrassment in front of all those guys at the barbershop because that's what he deserved. And I'm going to tell you, she embarrassed him so bad, it was no need in me adding on any more drama or any more crazy words because Lil Mama had let him have it. But I say this to say, sisters and brothers, we got to do better, okay? You know what I mean? Marriage is a blessing. But you got to marry the right person. Don't marry somebody because you're codependent and you need help with the bills. I've seen that too. I've seen codependent marriages where people are miserable because the only reason they together is because they can't afford to live on their own. They want a big, nice house. You know what I'm saying? My spouse, you know, we both got good jobs. We both make decent money. We can split the bill, so we'll just be together for their sake. That's sad. Because you'll end up in a situation like this. Maybe Brother Pastor Perry and First Lady Perry were together to keep up appearances for the church. And maybe his heart was with Miss Daniels. I don't know, and I don't mean any disrespect toward his wife because that lady's in the hospital recuperating. And she's going to have to now realize and come to the realization that her husband has been carrying on this long-standing affair. So much so and so passionate and so deep that girl drove all the way from Little Rock to their home, to their front doorstep to shoot and kill him because she felt if I can't have him, no one will. And she ensured that by taking him out. And now he's going to be buried. Now, family, the church in the Mississippi Boulevard, the church that he was preaching at in Little Rock, his family, friends, I'm not sure if they had kids because they didn't really mention about the kids, but all of their loved ones are now missing. They're going to miss this young man, another young life taken, handsome guy, but a man whore most definitely. I want us to do better, you guys. As single women, you know, they are, and that's one thing, like, by me being fairly attractive, I'm not gassing myself or anything, but some people do find me attractive. I'm not a threat to anyone's marriage because I want my own, and I've always been in a situation where I've been the girlfriend, and I've been the woman that's been cheated on and been hurt. I do not want to cause that same pain on another woman, you guys, because karma is a son of a gun, and you best believe it's always going to come around, human nature or not. No matter how attracted, no matter how horny that you might get for a person, God gave us all free will, and we all have the strength to say no. We all have the strength to say no and bypass. You can go back and think about that person and say, damn, he was fine. Man, he was fine. Because if it's meant for y'all to be together, God will send them back when he free and you free. And then y'all can be together. It's been couples that have been separated 30, 40 years, might have met 30 years ago. God will bring somebody back to you when you 50 years old and you're a widow and he a widow. Both of y'all single. And now y'all can be together. If you handle it the right way, do it the way God would want us to do it. The righteous way so that we can be blessed. I had to address this, y'all, because it was so pathetic. Because like I told you, all of this education that this lady had, the business that she had, a mental health facility, something that African Americans most definitely need. This lady had opened up a mental health facility, but her self-esteem was so low that she chose to throw all of that away for a lover. She chose to throw all of that away for a piece of man meat. I want all of us to be stronger, you guys, men and women. If God has blessed you with the opportunity to have a partner in life, you know, we all make mistakes. Look at Beyonce, Jay-Z, and all that kind of stuff. In this instance, though, it ended in death, and that's extreme. You know what I mean? Everybody play around. We all human. We all make mistakes. I'm not saying that no one is perfect. But what you got to understand in this situation, it ended in death. It ended in the wife being shot and in the hospital recuperating as well. We got to do better, you guys. And I really hope and pray. I pray for all of us. You know what I mean? I pray for all of us that we find the strength to say no. And stop being so ruled by the devil and stop being so ruled by lust and things like that. Man, Dr. Latosha Shante Daniels, you could have had you a whole man in Little Rock, girl. You had it going on. You a doctor, a business owner. You was doing your thing, girl. You didn't have to have you a man in Little Rock. You could have had you a man anywhere. You could have had you a man in Dallas, Houston. You could have had you a man in New York. You could have had you a man in Orlando, Miami, Florida somewhere. You could have had you a man in Oklahoma City that would have loved your dirty draws just to have a queen by his side that was that accomplished. But instead you chose to waste your God-given gifts, your intelligence, your education, and your talents on someone else's husband. And now you're going to spend the rest of your life, lady, in jail because you decided to drive to a man in his wife's home, kill him in front of his wife. The wife tried to save him and you said to hell with it and you shot her too because she wanted to jump in front of the bullet of her cheating ass husband. Not me. Sisters, if your husband got a side chick and she decides she want to take him out because she's sick of him cheating and putting you first and putting her last, you know what I'm saying? And she decides to shoot, duck. Don't take a bullet for him. Nope. Because you could be a widow. And according to the Bible, if you become a widow, God will grant you the opportunity to get married again. Okay? I'm going to add some pictures. Like I told you, I'm going to add some pictures in this upload just so you can see some of the players involved. And you're going to be hearing about it more often. But I do want all of us to start respecting marriages more, you guys, because it's a serious game. Respect marriages because you would want someone to respect yours. And understand there are plenty of single men and women out here. Stop believing everything that society tells you. There are plenty of single good men out here, and they are looking for good women as well. God just hadn't granted us, the opportunity to cross paths. But it's most definitely somebody out here for you. All you got to do is pray about it. Ask God to send them to you, and he's going to come. Men, pray for your wife. God's going to send them to you, and he's going to come, and it's not going to be a situation where you got to kill nobody or watch your husband be killed by a side woman, especially people in the church. Church, we got to get it together. Boy, y'all doing more stuff than folks doing out in the club. That's sad, that's sad, that's sad. But I pray for all the families involved, you know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to pay attention to the story. To all my YouTubers that aren't here in the city, I want you to Google it, okay? It's on all our news channels, like I told you. The side chick, her name is Dr. Latosha Shante Daniels of Little Rock. And the couple that was shot, the husband that was killed, was Pastor Broads Perry. And the first lady was Tabitha Perry. So look up the story. Keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? I pray for all the family members involved. But I do ask that you guys start being more respectful and be comfortable being single. Go to the gym. Take up some hobbies. Do things to make yourself more successful. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have kids, take better care of your nieces and nephews. Go do some volunteer. It's plenty of things to do to take up your time other than sitting at home pining over someone's husband, okay? I love each and every one of you. This story really hurt me, you guys, because like I told you, I'm a single lady, but I respect marriage because I want God to bless me with a good marriage. And Lord knows I'm not trying to get shot or my husband get shot because he's that deep into a side chick relationship outside of our marriage. Bro, if you want to be with her that bad, just go. Maybe if he had went on and left his wife and been with her, everybody will still be alive. The wife will have a broken heart, but she a fully grown woman. He wasn't her first boyfriend, I'm sure. So that wasn't her first heartbreak, and it won't be her last. You shall live to love another day. Peace and blessings. I love each and every one of you. I wanted to address this because, like I told you, it really broke my heart to see a black woman be that low as far as her self-esteem and end that deep with someone else's husband, that she would go that low in life to actually take that man's life, shoot his wife, and murder herself all in the same, because she didn't shoot herself, but her life is done. Cooked turkey. Peace and blessings, you guys. Continue to spread love, but not to nobody's husband or wife, okay? And if y'all cheating, I hope this is a wake-up call to a lot of you guys. Chill out. Chill out. Stop it. It don't take all that. Man, if you focus on your wife and family, bro, your life can be so filled with so much happiness and joy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you focus on your marriage and stuff like that, you guys, and making it the best that it can be, I think that God will bless your lives tremendously. So much so you wouldn't even be stunned looking at another woman. No matter how beautiful she is, you look at her and say, oh, she's pretty. And get right back to the business of taking care of your wife and your kids and focusing on having the best life that you guys can have. Okay? Peace and blessings. I love you all. And look at the pictures. I'm about to add their pictures in there, okay? And here go my sugar. Y'all have a good night.